What's up traders, welcome to live streaming from Forex Trading Wizard Academy. This is Forex Wizard trading coach. We'll be doing a live trading session, live analysis, live discussion about technical stuff, fundamental, as well as live trades that any trades coming along, we'll be looking at all the instrument that we are trading. So this is a very important day. As you know, the later today dollar CAD news is coming just 30 minutes from now, and market definitely will be very volatile, especially USD pairs and CAD pairs. So let's look at first of all of them, as USD is also related to the gold, and gold is also showing a strong movement. And let's see how we can trade them. Now you can ask me any question using the live chat. If you are trading any instrument, also let me know which one you are trading. So before I begin this session, make sure that you give a big thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done yet. So I'll be looking at, first of all, I was looking at gold. In fact, you can see that gold from the bigger picture, monthly, slowly coming to the monthly level of support on gold. And what I think that with that support, we could see some downside on gold. Let's see how it is trying to do. If we look at the weekly on gold, the price is almost nearly at the weekly opening and closing area. So this is the weekly low, the previous weekly low. And what I think that today might be breaking this weekly low, that means that 2000 level, and then we could see another bullish move. I think that, you know, gold might breaking the weekly low, then we could see that again going to the upside. So it's currently downside, you can see that, but I think that gold, after breaking this low, after creating an overextended, it could be that during the news session that the market might create an overextended, and then we could see the market is moving to the upside. So I will be waiting for a break of this weekly low, as this is nearly to the weekly low, and then we could find potential bullish trading opportunity. Looking at the daily on gold, you can see gold has, after this previous day's lower high along with this doji, today gold has so far has dropped. And with the drop, what I think that this is the daily low, also aligning with the weekly low. I think if the price managed to break this low today, we should be able to see some bullish trading opportunity in that zone. So this is 2000 level, 2001, as well as around 2019. So in fact 1999, 2001, they're all in the same place. And if we can find the price has broken this low, we should be able to see some buying opportunity on gold again. And let's see how it goes in that area. So there is a very high probability for us to find an opportunity. Now from the lower time frame on the intraday, we saw that there was a long wick candle here and immediately has dropped. Now, as I mentioned, during the news, we will see that this candle will contain that news candle. Let me see if it managed to break this low, okay, and created a long wick candle. We'll look for buying opportunity on gold. So we'll be covering the news, guys. Make sure that you stick till the end. Any trade coming along the way during the news, especially according to the plan, will be looking for buying opportunity. Okay, so this is the 1 hour chart. We see that once there is the 1 hour candle close, the market now slowly moving. Let's jump on to the very lower time frame on the 5 minutes. This is the trading time for me on gold on 5 minutes. I'm waiting for a lower high or higher low to be created and a reversal here. I think that the way I see this gold price, I don't think that gold will be able to break and continue to drop. Instead, these two support level that we have drawn are crucially important for gold to look at. As the news is coming, we should be able to see some trading opportunity. Already we see 5 minutes candle slowly turning. So let's find out where we can find this reversal pattern for a potential bullish opportunity. For me, I will be really happy to see that gold has come down here, created an overextended, and then has given us a pattern here for potential bullish, and in that case we might see that gold might even do something like that. Okay, so let's see how it goes. Patience is the key, guys. I know that you guys are developing that. Patience is very important. We do trade, but we also remain patient for the best trade possible in the market. Let me know in the chat which one you are up to, and then we'll be looking at that. Thank you very much, Parveen, thanks for that. We are looking at that on gold. And if I look at that on the intraday, we see that gold slowly, this is a very high probability that gold will come down to test this zone here. Okay, so which is a daily low. So far in this lower time frame, we saw that in the 15 minutes there is a bearish candle here. Okay, this is a very good selling pressure here. We early opened today one position, but we closed immediately on gold, and we are running other position on euro dollar and CHFJPY, which is still on the way. Let's see how it does. For me, I think that if I look at the daily, that's where my point is for the price to break towards the downside, and then to give us potential buying opportunity on the higher time frame, on the lower time frame. So looking at that, this is the 15 minutes chart on gold, and what I see that on the 15 minutes, this is the 5 minutes as well. So the price is, you can see it's forming here a structure with this semicircular. Gold here grab liquidity for this potential drop, and yeah, this is the level. I think it will come slowly to 2000 level or 1999, and after dropping to that zone, these two support level are crucially important. Okay, so there is a one here support, and there is one here support, there is another one here support. Okay, so if you look at bigger picture on gold, you see this is the support, has made this move, and then has come to that zone, has made this move, and then has come to that level, has made this move. So sign of a breakdown. Okay, every time the price coming to a support, creating a higher low, and then creating a lower high as well. So what we see that gold, whenever last time it came to okay guys, so I'll just take a 30 seconds break, guys. I'm coming back. I'm here. So what I see that with the breakdown, I'm expecting for the gold to create a new lower low and then to have a bounce. Okay, so there is a probability for downside on gold. So let's delete all of them to see, just leaving the two levels here for this potential move, and then we'll be looking for a potential trading opportunity. Okay guys, so let me know in the chat. Good afternoon coach, thank you very much. Harry, good afternoon coach. Gbpusd, we'll be looking at that. So looking at Gbpusd, okay, so looking at the Gbpusd, looking at lower time frame, what we see that GJ, there is a strong impulse to the upside on Gbpusd. If we look at the daily here, what we see that starting with this move on Gbpusd, significant movement has come down. Now it is creating another bullish momentum. So if we look at Gbpusd from the lower time frame, we see that there is a movement, correction movement. It created a long wick candle along this zone. What I think that GJ, after testing this level, we could see further upside, because this market already grabbed enough liquidity from this support level. You can see that, and there is a long wick candle, and there is still probability for the price to move to the upside on Gbpusd. If we look at the daily, we see that with this long wick candle, there is still probability for the upside, because this market is a long-term bullish. This is the daily chart. It's creating a long wick candle. I think that, after the news, you could see some clear direction in the market. But for me, I think that Gbpusd will remain bullish. So let's see how it does. We will be looking at over time. After the news, we will be able to see that. So let's go back to gold again to see. So this is the 15 minutes candle, which also has another liquidity grab. There are back-to-back two candles. So the next one, this is the news, pre-news candle, okay, and afterwards you will see the news is coming. Let's see if we can find. So this one, that what we see on gold, this is also another bearish candle. So that could lead the price to this level. Okay, so I'm gonna sell gold for short term. Okay, from this level, stop loss above this high. I know that there is a news coming up, so we'll be closing with a tight entry and the stop loss in that zone. Also, I'm gonna send the same trade to the students. For me, I think that gold will drop, and there is a news coming up. It's a very short term sell position, so we'll be selling gold here now. I'll explain later why did I do that. Okay, keep in mind everything here only for educational, guys. So we'll be the reason I'm taking TP at 2000.97 is because there could be a bounce from that level. Okay, So with the news, let's see, we might see some pullback to the upside. So I want to see the news has given that profit that we need. Okay, this is a very short-term sell on gold. Now the reason I have sold, we see the multiple liquidity gap along this zone, and I wanna close the profit with the short term. This is the last candle before the news, and as you can see, this is the daily low as well. What I think that with that move, we could see that gold has come down and broken this daily low, so which is a probability to happen. And from the lower time frame, we see that the gold has grabbed liquidity multiple times. Okay, so I manage the risk to 1%, guys, because as the news is coming, this 15 minutes candle and the next one will be a news candle, and with that news candle I want to see that I'm hit the profit target, and that's it. It's closed, and later if we see the spike to the upside, we are covered. This is the main goal. It even go that way because it might take another liquidity to break this level. If it does, then we can't do anything, but for me, I'm expecting it to first to drop towards the downside. If it does, then I'm okay. If it isn't, then we might be looking for to see what happened. Let's see. Still where we have entered on this one, I'm also running the trade. It's a very short term quick selling opportunity. We can take big risks to reward, but the thing is that after breaking this daily low, we might see that if it might break the daily low, and then we might see gold again has a bounce to the upside, which is a probability. So I'm running in profit, guys. Is moving towards the profit target. That's it. This is what we need. Okay, let me see. I want to see it has given the TP that we need. Okay, anyone on the trade, let me know in the live chat, guys. I know that I sent to the VIPs, so they are on that. So it's almost come to 2002 level. Come on, just give us the profit that we need. Okay, so I want to see the news has just given the hit that, because there is a probability for this price to slide as the daily it's feeling shy to drop. Okay, now this 5 minutes candle is a doji. Come on. So no, I might based on price action. So very quick trade, and okay. All right, just go and give the profit that we need, man. All right, cool. Come on, whatever. So slow, man. Okay, so you see that there is a doji on the 5 minutes, and the next one, if this one is closing as a doji like that, should be able to see another drop. Come on. It's almost near the entry. What are you trying to do? So before it's coming to the point, still it's only 6 minutes for the news to come. Okay, that's what I need. Just come down. Should be coming to the support, but what's trying to do? Let's completely it's literally going to the stop loss. Okay, so 5 minutes perspective. Now the news is, let's see the news calendar where the figure is heading. It's a very tight entry. Okay, so we should be able to see that downside on now. So if we look at the calendar, I think that we might see reversal a bit earlier than expected. Let me see. So we need the spike, then even if it reverses later, it should be fine for us. So whenever the news will give me the spike, if it drops towards the downside, we should be able to see that hitting the profit. So come on. I didn't do that. So literally just has nearly come and then it's gonna go to that. There's always a manipulation and there's nothing. Okay, so this is the last candle of the news. Okay, so still we have the probability with the news coming up. If it managed to start to the downside, we could see the spike. If it isn't, then if it drops to the, okay, wanna see a doji. Okay, the red doji could give us probability. I think there was a huge liquidity gap in that area as well. Okay, here you go. They're very volatile news. So I'm gonna run that using the news. If it managed to, oh, that's gone. That's it. Okay, so now the other way around. Just now come down to the support level. So euro dollar also has done the same thing. So literally is just grab the huge liquidity. Just literally grabbed huge liquidity and then started to move in the direction. Very interesting. Okay, so as I mentioned, it just has come to the daily support level. You just grab the liquidity. Yeah, that's a massive liquidity grab. So let's see, we'll be entering again. Looks like that we might find selling opportunity. It's a strong bearish, as I mentioned, that this is just a massive liquidity grab. Okay, and if we look at that, there's a sign of further drop, so there is a probability for support break. So if we look at that, okay, so I'm gonna sell again with 3 to 1 risk to reward, at least 2 to 1. Okay, I'm gonna sell again gold. It's a bit more bigger stop loss, but there is nothing we can do about it because it's a high TP, which is so now my entry now at the point is here. Okay, so gold for me, it grabbed a massive liquidity from the support, from the resistance. Okay, and with that liquidity grab, I think that gold will be bearish. Okay, in my opinion, it could be wrong. So you see that there is a massive so always manage the risk, guys. Make sure that anything that I'm showing here is only for educational purpose, just to you know, I strictly recommend to open any position is only on demo account. It's just for learning and growing. So for me, I see that gold set for a possible bigger move. We saw that euro dollar also has done the same thing, so we could see possible bigger move in any of them on euro dollar and gold. So as the market has grabbed liquidity multiple times, so you should be able to see gold has come to the support level, creating a bit lower price action. So for this is the 1 hour chart. We see that from the 15 minutes here as well, there is a probability. From the 5 minutes, there is a bearish candle that is has a liquidity at the top multiple times. So you should see gold should be trending towards the downside. If it doesn't, then it's a bit more bigger stop loss. So I don't recommend, if you have a very smaller account, to open, and it's just a demo. I would recommend only to trade on the demo account. So let's see. The way I see, there is a probability for downside. Let's see, this is the 15 minutes candle, and we might see that gold is trending towards the downside. Okay, so euro dollar also has a significant bearish price action. We see that there is a big drop with that. Okay, with that liquidity gap, if gold managed to drop, okay, we should be able to see that has significant downside. Now I'll explain why again I'm selling. Now that one is, if this one is planning for reversal, that will be awful. Come on. It's complete. That's okay. So probably today there is a Forex not going well today. Okay, come on. So that's a complete manipulation up and down. Still I'm on a trade. If it managed to break towards the downside again, that is going to be that's completely okay guys, so today it's not going in the direction I see. Okay, gold has, with the daily lower high, okay, so that's with the euro dollar and gold. That's a complete manipulation, that out of box, that what happened. Anyway, so what we can do here is that we had that one didn't work out. Okay, and yeah, so you see that there is a both side manipulation. That's a, you see that what happened, the first one they manipulated here and then manipulated here. So this one is a breaking all this low. So one candle has come down this side, so both sides manipulation, and ultimately you know, in both sides. So there is some days are like that. Okay, some days is like that can't do anything about it. Okay, the only thing that we can do is just being patient, because it's manipulated in all sides. So didn't work out. So let's find out the next one where we can find. Okay, so we had a euro dollar trade on running, which is going in the direction. This is why, I keep high risk to reward. Our CHF as well is running in the, so let me see how it's trying to do. Again, might be coming down. So just gathering liquidity, okay, just manipulating up and down and then gathering liquidity. You can see that it's just going up and down. The way it has formed the price action, it should be coming down, and then didn't do that. Interestingly, it didn't create any lower low. You might see that again. See this price action here, if you review, then possibly here, okay, that one here, you can see after 3 times liquidity last time, it grabbed liquidity with a long wick candle, which is a completely bearish candle. The way it has formed is a complete bearish. So we saw this grab liquidity here and then here, and finally we saw that it's a complete trap. And then next one is completely the other way around. Okay, so let's see what it is doing at the moment. Now we might see again downside. Did you see that? Okay, so now ultimately it has reached to this dynamic resistance level. See that after now this one, that one, again it's trying to show downside. Did you see this? Now it's again coming down. So it's just as much as they can to manipulate. So the only thing that, so observation is the best way at the moment. Okay, so all right, after a long time I had a losing trade. That's okay, it's a part of game. So let's see what you see, that it's now again coming completely towards the downside. So with that resistance, support down resistance along the zone, let's see how long it's try to manipulate. and then we'll be able to see exactly which way finally it is trying to be heading. If you look at the daily, you can see that the price again has gone to the daily resistance zone. Okay, so from the intraday, after breaking this high, yeah, that's true. Krish, thank you very much. Strong is gold being manipulated by banks. Yeah, this is at this point, you know, most manipulation they happen like that. When it manipulates, you'll see that it will manipulate from both sides. So, you know, if you are a trader, then definitely you know that process. So when it manipulates, no one can escape from that zone, because when it manipulates, it will go both up and down for manipulation, and there is no way that one can avoid that manipulation. This is why it comes to the risk management. When you are trading, there is no other way but doing the proper risk management, because when it manipulates, it will do both sides. So let's say you might say, okay, I'm on sell, manipulation to the upside is in my advantage. No, what it will do, it will go in both direction in a way that no one can avoid that. That's why it comes to the risk management. So we see this is the 15 minutes candle. If you look at the 5 minutes, you'll see exactly how it has done with this both sides, and then has gone up again. We see, let's see what it is trying to do now at the moment. Okay, now from the 5 minutes, it has formed a structure, bullish structure so far, and because it's a manipulation phase, I think it's good idea just to wait to see what at the moment it is trying to do. Okay, when it is in a manipulation, it's almost, sometimes it's almost very difficult for you to know exactly which way it is trying to be heading finally. Okay, so for me, looks like that, looks like it reversed from here. Okay, but as I mentioned, that when it is in a manipulation phase, there is almost impossible to know that. Just to understand, looks to me that it reversed from here. So in that case, we'll try to enter again after we see that a bit more clearer direction. Let's see. Noami, yeah, absolutely. Look at that US30. Okay. Okay, so let's look at other instrument. Looking at the US30. Now US30 from the lower time frame. If we look at the daily on US30, what we are seeing that from the daily perspective, created a series of lower high along this zone. Now with that series of lower high, this is the long wick candle on. So with that long wick candle on the daily, I think US30 on a daily support, you can see this is the daily support level, and putting pressure on the support, which is a probability for breaking towards the downside. If you look at the weekly, also you see that after this bearish candle on the weekly, initially we saw a bit more movement to the upside. Now the price is coming down. If we look at the daily, we see again it's on the price support. So from the intraday, looks to me that US30, if you look at this trend line, we see the price is forming series of lower high, and also there is a support level. So we could see that US30 may continue to drop. Okay, so you could see that a break of support, and there is a possibility to drop on US30 in my opinion. So check out other pairs please. Yeah, absolutely, Rageb, thank you. What are the things which affect gold at 6 p.m. due to which we see the movement? Yeah, we'll be looking at that. Helen, yeah, Eleni, it depends on your country location, because yeah, they're very good. Please contact EverTrade, they will be able to explain, because based on your location you have to be eligible for that. Definitely, if you are eligible, you will get that. Let EverTrade know, I'll let them know. Yeah, so there is a, we'll explain on that one. Prince, thank you very much. Gbpusd, yeah, we'll be looking at that. Okay, so yeah, I think that gold just been reversed here. Looks to me that from this support, okay, so the way I see this price action here now, so in 2 minutes time, this candle, 1 hour candle is closing. We'll be looking at other pairs as well. So from the 15 minutes, yeah, the way I see the price action, we'll be looking at other pairs as well, but in the meantime I just want to see what it did here. To me, it's just, after manipulating up and down, it just grabbed liquidity from both sides, and I think that slowly we might see again turning to bullish market on this one. Okay, so looking at let's leave that one there. Still, it's very, very volatile at the moment. can leave that on. Can't do revenge trade, so always a good idea to be patient. Okay, in the meantime, let me look at what see. The dollar CAD has a massive rejection from the top. Okay, so that means that euro dollar should be to the upside. The way euro dollar price action is formed is still probability to the upside. Let me look at the one that, okay, so the best one. Thanks you, Imra, thank you very much. Krish, appreciate. Gbpjpy, yeah, absolutely, we'll be looking at the afternoon course. Thank you very much. Dollar CAD with profit, very good. Gilberto, that's a very good idea. Gold is stuff today. Yeah, can. Thanks very much. Okay, so all right, so let's look at the one that we look at, Gbpjpy. Okay, so from the Gbpjpy, if you look at this bigger picture from the daily, okay, so from the daily perspective, we see that Gbpjpy with this support level, the price has a rejection to the upside. Now if you look at the weekly, we see that from the weekly perspective, Gbpjpy has a strong movement to the upside. Now if you look at bigger picture monthly, we can see that there's a strong monthly bullish candle, followed by there is today so far we saw downside, and that we can see the price again rejecting to the upside. Now this is the long-term bullish market. There is a buyer here along this zone, and from that zone we see that Gbpjpy is slowly moving to the upside. Now if you look at the weekly, also you see that from this previous resistance level, which is turning support here, and we can see that GJ from the support has a bounce. Now this is the support level, and we saw that from the daily perspective along this zone, Gbpjpy, we see that the market is slowly moving to the upside, and for me, I think that Gbpjpy might be moving to the upside. If we look at the intraday, we can see that after this long week candle, there is a doji, and we see the price is still moving to the upside, and we could see that slowly the market is heading to the upside. So okay, so from the 4 hour, just in the middle, let's come to see what it is doing. Gold is okay, trying to break this low. Okay, just want to see. Okay, Gbpjpy, we see that from this pattern, you can see there is when it manipulates in one market, it reflects in every market. Now you see GJ, this is a bullish candle, and from the 1 hour chart we see that from more lower time frame and higher time frame, the price is bouncing to the upside. So from the 4 hour, we saw with this long week candle, there's a rejection, the price now slowly moving to the upside, and I think that there is a very high probability that Gbpjpy will move to the upside. Okay, from the daily, we see the price, you can see after coming here again, pushing to the upside. So from the lower time frame, it grabbed liquidity from the support, manipulated multiple times. Very highly likely that GJ will continue to rise. Even on the lower time frame, we can see possible bullish trading opportunity on Gbpjpy. Now for me, let me see what it is doing here. Okay, so There is a reversal here. Okay, so this is a bullish candle. Today looks like that the market is doing a bit very well, so I will be buying Gbpusd with a very tight stop loss and 2 to 1 reward to risk with this one here, Gbpusd, with only 11-12 pip stop loss on this one, and let's see how it goes. So that we can get the cover that we just had. Okay, so this one on Gbpusd, I'll explain later. Most of the time I become late in my entry when I'm trading live, so I can't do anything about it because this is how it is. TP 170.58. If I can find entry again, I'll be entering, or I'll just it's only 12 pip stop loss. We'll keep that running. It's a managed trade, so should be fine. If it goes down, then another 12 pip. So trading is like that. Someday you'll get that done, someday you'll not, but if it work out, you should be able to get 2% back on this one. You might see come down to okay, so we entered at 34. Okay, so this is a completely bullish market. If it blows out, should be able to see that significant movement to the upside. If it isn't, then I don't know, market today very interesting. Okay, keep that on. Okay, leave that. Let's see how it goes. In the meantime, let me see what euro dollar is doing. Is bullish, so we could see that gold is on the bullish side on the 5 minutes, what it is done. Okay, so gold will slowly, looks like they will create a structure for a bullish movement. So with that up on Gbpjpy should be going in the same direction. So Gbpjpy, so from the 15 minutes, which is closing in 3 minutes time, this candle, that should be this is a also a bullish price action, unless you know, if it is going closing as a bullish candle, should be able to see further movement. And if you look at the daily, you can see that this is there is a long rejection from the bottom. Very highly likely that GJ will try to break the daily high, and then we should be able to see upside move on this one. Okay, so from the lower time frame that I see the price action is bullish. Let's see if it managed to pass that point, we can move that one stop loss to the upside. But in as of, there is always manipulation, and sometimes it happens very aggressively. But like we were on a bit quicker on our gold trade today, so that price action we see on GJ should be okay. Let me see the chat. Okay, we'll keep that on. So Gbpjpy, who are trading on the higher time frame, I'll say that that's a, for me, that's a bull market. Okay, so we should see that the market should be to the upside, unless this is the 15 minutes candle is closing as a doji. You know, more often okay, so we'll leave that on. Euro dollar, from the higher time frame we can see that euro dollar, we are on a trade on euro dollar, which is working. Hopefully it will work because it's a high probability, high risk to reward ratio trade. CHFJPY, we are trade with 3-to-1 risk to reward. This is how we remain profitable. This is how I remain profitable when it's moving in the direction. I keep it in the direction. So euro CHFJPY is a bullish call here at 152.05. we have bought 151.61 is my entry. So we see the GJ in fact coming down again. So that, see what it is trying to do. Okay, that's awesome. That's what I need. Okay, move to the upside. It's a very tight. Very good. Keep that running on. Euro dollar is very interesting. So gold and euro dollar, they're acting very interestingly today. Okay, so I'll be looking at, so GJ also, gold is very interesting today. Yeah, that's today most of the pairs behaving very interestingly. Let's see how it is trying to do now. So let's keep that on. See that GG is still on. Okay, gold has, yeah, let's come to a very important level. Now we could see that that's very interesting today, gold. Okay, it's just manipulating all the way. every side. Okay, we see that gold, that's very interesting price action today. Let me see the MetaTrader 4 how it is doing. Gbpusd. Today, some days the market like that, okay, can't do anything about it. So looks like that. You see NZD/USD has a massive manipulation here, including the euro dollar. So you know, in one way it looks like it will move in one direction. Now again gold, so better we just wait to see how the market will behave. Okay, so it's 36 minutes remaining for this candle to close. Let's see in the meantime what others are doing. Right, let me know in the chat. You know, I'm out today, I'm not trading anymore. I will just look at what you guys are trading. Let me know. Yeah, I will be looking at analyze, appreciate your effort, no problems. Gbpusd, absolutely. Gilberto, close. USD getting weak. Yeah, gold should be down also. Gold, you know, I really you know, I'm puzzled on gold today completely. Okay, you see that it has how many times it manipulated here and then has gone up here. So we just need to see what it is trying to do. In the meantime, I just let me know what you are up to. Euro CHF 1 hour Bapandia. Okay, I'll be looking at Euro CHF 1 hour. Okay, Euro CHF looks to me that from daily, okay, so this is a long-term downtrend. Today we saw that the market has dropped so far. If we look at the weekly and 4 hour, we can see that Euro CHF, this is a move to the upside, has come back down. I think that Euro CHF from the 1 hour perspective, we could see a bit more upside later today. As you can see, the price is respecting this resistance line on the 1 hour. I think the way it has bounced off, we could see some upside on Euro CHF. From the daily, we see that the market has broken down to the downside and now it's going up. We could see some effort from the buyer, though it's a long-term downtrend, but if you look at the 1 hour, then I think that we might see a bit more effort from the buyer before coming down. So Euro CHF 1 hour looks to me slowly bullish. Michael, Nasdaq, and okay, NAS100. So NAS100, if we look at the intraday perspective on this one, Nasdaq, what we see that if we look at the daily from the resistance zone, we see the price now coming down, because you see that this resistance is not been able to break here. And if you look at the weekly, we can see that from the weekly perspective, the price just from the weekly resistance has bounced. Now with that bounce, we might see that Nasdaq again coming to the support level. Now if we look at the daily, we can see that from the daily, from this resistance, the price bounce, which is the weekly resistance as well. I think that Nasdaq might now come a bit more deeper towards the downside, because it failed to break the resistance, create a lower high. We might see that further downside. Now from the lower time frame, from intraday, what we see that with this long wick candle, it failed to create a higher high. I think that it will come and try to create a lower low in that direction. So from lower time frame, we could see Nasdaq for short-term downside. Okay, yes, look like that it might come down further, because as I mentioned, there is some, when there is a manipulation on gold, you'll see everywhere. So on Nasdaq also we might see the price might be a little bit of unpredictable, but for me, looks to me that it's downside. No problems, Michael. Sampath, yeah, the great. Thank you very much, engineer. Bye. Thanks for that, for your appreciation, boss. Very interesting pairs today. Yeah, it looks like very interesting. So please don't take your eye off gold. Yeah, absolutely. We'll look at that. We are keeping eye on gold. No, I'll I think that gold is very, very unpredictable now. Coach, USD CAD short. Very good, Berto. Thank you very much. Yeah, very good. Dollar CAD, let me see what it has done. Now dollar CAD, okay, with this long bearish engulfer, we saw that there is a rejection, and with that rejection, I think that if you look at the daily, dollar CAD, in fact, from this resistance zone has a rejection, and with that rejection we could see now downside, because this is a bearish candle and the 10 and 20 EMA crossover properly, and there's a long red candle. I think the dollar CAD slowly will come further down. It failed to create a higher high. Instead, we see there is a possible head and shoulder. So if you are short on, you made profit, that's a very good decision you made, and I think the dollar CAD will drop further. So gold, we see that from the lower time frame on 5 minutes, this is a very, very unpredictable market now on gold. It might turn to bullish again here, okay, or from the 15 minutes, GJ just did the same thing. Okay, and gold. If you look at daily on gold, bigger picture is down on gold, but you can see in the 5 minutes now again it's forming. So it could form here as a double bottom here now, and then could turn to be bullish. Now if we look at the weekly, let me see the weekly. So weekly price action on gold, we see that there is a from the weekly low there is a bounce, right, creating a higher. It didn't create the lower low yet. Okay, and from the 4 hour, this is a very crucial point to look at, because it's a very important level of resistance, which is turning support here, and with that resistance turn support, now if it managed to break, then we could see a massive drop. But I think that because it's rejecting aggressively, it could even break towards the upside, and then it might even, you know, aggressively be bullish. So it is important to see how it is trying to do. Now if we can enter in the right time, right place, it will be a massive trade if we can find one that. And now GJ has in fact gone in the direction where it needs, but just coming to the wrong point. Okay, so let's see what it is trying to do on gold. Okay, if gold again manipulate towards the downside, then we might see that upside. Let's see what it is trying to do. We'll keep eye on it still. Okay, so from this time frame, I wanna see a bit more manipulation. So what gold has done, this is a very unusual price action today gold has formed. This is a, let me see the news. The next one is coming when. So tomorrow AUD news is coming, which is a very important news. Let me see the news calendar. AUD, and then 7:50 p.m. GBP. Okay, tomorrow GBP and AUD. So AUD USD and GBP USD. AUD USD has a massive break to the upside, which is expected. From the lower time frame, we see that significant movement. Now, as tomorrow AUD news is coming, we'll see how AUD is performing on the lower time frame. If we look at the daily, but I think that AUD USD might go bullish. What I see that the price action, like the euro dollar and like other instruments, from the 1 hour we see it has formed a double bottom, has slowly turning to a bullish price action. So for me, what I think that as the news coming tomorrow, AUD USD might be bullish, but at the moment I want to see clear bullish price action. Now you can see this is a very unusual price action. There is a huge manipulation in the market currently. So let's see what it is doing. Now if you look at gold will tell you exactly what might happen with AUD USD. If we see that gold has managed to drop, then we will see that AUD USD is coming down. Now gold, this price action is completely unreadable until we see a very good price action. Then we will be looking at that one, that how we can trade. Sometime it does, the price does like this. Let's look at DXY. Now DXY is, this is a bullish market. We saw back to back there was a drop on, and then today so far it's forming a doji. DXY slowly turning to bullish, but you see that DXY candlestick pattern, you can see what it has done here. This is why we see so much manipulation on gold. There is a lot of long wick candles that not working in the favor. So Mark, gold is still bearish. Gilberto, gold is yeah, that's what what gold is just going up and down. If you look at this 5 minutes time frame, you'll see exactly what gold is doing. Marks 1 hour time frame gold, you'll be looking, you see this is a complete unreadable price action. Gold is creating lower. Gold here it's not following any kind of pattern. We saw that there is a reversal pattern here along this zone, has broken to the upside, and then the price has created this consolidation, and you can see this here, this candlestick pattern is a completely random. There's not following any kind of pattern until it does sometime when it needs to gather liquidity, especially in any instrument it might do that like that. But looks to me that might finally will break to the upside. Okay, there is a probability for breaking to the upside. Now slowly you can see it's creating a long wick candle at the bottom, so which is the sign that the market is gathering liquidity in that area. So from the 15 minutes, still nothing here. Let's see what it is trying to do. In the meantime, let me look at what else we have on the table. I'll be quickly look at all of them. Aussie yen. Okay, CHFJPY, this is what we opened today. You know, trading is like that. You can see we have this one 3 times profit target. I think that this one going to work out. Hopefully that looks like that. If it moved, that will give us 3 times profit on this one. This is also our VIP trade. Let me look at other we are running on euro dollar as well, but euro dollar I'm expecting it to move to the upside, but at least this one trade will give us 3 times. And let's see how we can have JPY pairs looks to me that bullish. If you look at the daily, like the JPY has in fact bounced to the upside, finally has broken from the daily resistance line. This is the 1 hour chart, and we see that JPY in fact did that bounce that happened. This was I was waiting for, and it has done that. Okay, but it took us out of the trade before going that direction. Okay, so GJ has gone to the upside. Let's look at the CH. So CHFJPY also moved. So sometime when it explode, it might even explode to the upside to give us the full profit from the trade. Okay, so GJ, EJ, all of them bullish. So EuroJPY also grab liquidity multiple times. So according to our TF strategy on EuroJPY, I see that potential bullish trading opportunity along this zone. And yeah, so this is our TF strategy indicator. If you want to access that, also you can do that from your student dashboard if you are our lifetime member. If you are not, then also you can join us, link in the description area, and also there is a link at the top of the chat. You can visit a website, join us to learn our strategies. Now JPY has in fact has a bounce, so like all the CHF pairs, JPY pairs. Now this one I want to hold it, okay, 3 times, even I might go to 5 times, because if it managed to explode to the upside, it might reach this resistance level here. Okay guys, so yeah, anyone had on this trade on CHFJPY? I know that VIPs are there, but from when I started the stream I was there. Anyone had a trade on CHFJPY? Let us know. So let's look at now on, okay, GBPUSD and euro dollar. Okay, euro dollar also going in the direction. So we are see that so fast the market is changing its environment on including the gold today. Very unpredictable. Euro dollar for me, I want to see this pushing to the upside. Okay, so euro dollar trade also, how many target that we have on euro dollar? So this one is 221. So euro dollar long trade we had from here. Let me put the stop loss at entry, and then we'll be seeing what is that situation. So the one on euro dollar is 1.08896. Profit 1.0947. Stop loss 0862. So this one is a 221, and I'm expecting it to be able to move to the upside. Euro dollar, if it managed, if you look at the daily, I'm just explaining why I'm long on euro dollar. Is for me, this is a long-term bullish market, but the price has come to a support level, and this is a daily drop. What I think that euro dollar might slowly turn to a bull market, because bigger picture, it's a bullish market, the price on a level of support, and there is a probability for euro dollar to turn to bullish market. But as I mentioned, today the market is very, very unpredictable, so I'm expecting it to go and explode to the upside. Let's see how it does. If it managed to break like all the USD pairs, AUD USD looks to me also bullish, then NZD USD, including the Gbpusd looks, you can see that looks like that it might also turn to bullish, and in that case we should be able to see that euro dollar also turning to a bull market. Okay, so Elizabeth, okay, very good, Elizabeth, thank you. I'm running 25, very good, awesome. So CHFJPY it's now coming down for a pullback. I want to see that it's because the price action is very aggressively bullish. There is a resistance coming up, but I think that it will be able to break this high and again going to the resistance zone. Yeah, thank you very much. Now GBP/JPY and Euro JPY and CHF/JPY almost similar kind of price action. Okay, we'll see that. Okay, US30, going back to this indices, including the NASDAQ. Their NASDAQ and US30 interestingly moving completely the other way, which is very unusual. But let's see, US30 is breaking this support level. If we look at the daily, here it has created a lower high, and the price now slowly breaking this support level. Okay, and this is the support on US30. This is the daily support. If we look at the weekly, there is a long bearish candle on the weekly, followed by, after little pullback, we see that US30 trying to break towards the downside. If we look at the daily, we can see that there's a daily doji, created a lower high, and then the price has dropped towards down. Now if you see this pattern here on US30, we see that there's a series of lower high and there's a resistance multiple times liquidity gap, which is a sign of break of support. So when US30 is breaking the support, we might see that US30 with that break we could see further drop on this one. So with the US30, I think NASDAQ, you can see it's trying to go to the upside, but for me NASDAQ, after grabbing liquidity, we might see that with the US30, this one also might come down for a deeper pullback. Now they normally, majority of the time, they move in the same direction. So there is another probability for US30 to happen, is that after breaking this low, coming down and then to reverse, which is also a probability. Then we will see that NASDAQ and US30 again going in the same direction. So I was not trading them for a while because I don't see very clean price action in these instruments so far. Very very choppy market. There is always a reason for it. When you see this market here on the weekly, very nicely trending, but in majority of the time you will see the market just move in a sideways. Yeah, just we are on euro dollar trade. So we are on euro dollar trade, bullish trade on euro dollar, and we are on CHFJPY trade, which is also a bullish trade. Gold again before the candle close, which is forming a doji. Let me see what it's doing here. Okay, so gold from the weekly support, this is the weekly support, and you can see that gold failed to create any lower low with this weekly support. What I think that if it managed to bounce, we might see that bounce might happen, but at the moment, let me see what kind of price action is making. Very weaker price action. There is no strong bounce on gold. Still bull are not strong enough, so we can't do anything at the moment. GBPJPY has just gone up and then rejected. Let me look at other pairs to what they're doing. CHFJPY again has come down for a pullback. So euro dollar is still forming doji. Just look at all of them to see. Gold is, you can see it did all kinds of movement is possible, still very choppy, and it will in this kind of market, trading means that it will just make you fully confused. Best way is to wait for the right moment again, once it will come. Now the price action here is fully unpredictable. You can see back to back two dojis now forming on the 15 minutes. If we look at the dollar CAD and USD CNH is just moving to the upside. Okay, dollar yen and all of them looks like that. You can see dollar yen, in fact, very good price action at the moment. This is a bullish price action. If we look at the daily, okay, so what I see on all of them, dollar yen from the daily, you can see it crossed the daily's low from this support, had a bounce. Now dollar yen from respect to other instrument, looks to me that dollar yen is very good bullish. There is a big impulse. The price has come down, grab liquidity multiple times. This is the 4-hour candle that has a huge liquidity in it and then has broken to the upside. If we look at the daily, I see the dollar yen from the daily perspective, the price has just bounced from the daily support, very delicate level here on dollar yen, and with that bounce from the 4-hour, we see the dollar yen grab liquidity and then has gone to the upside. Now for me, dollar yen, I will say that it's very highly bullish. Okay, and yeah, in all of them I see the dollar yen looks a bit better than any other instrument. I think the dollar yen might reach that monthly resistance level here. Okay, so this is a very important level, which is high liquidity zone. Highly likely it will reach that level. I'll look for an entry on dollar yen for a potential bullish trading opportunity. If we look at the 1-hour chart, we see this is the 1-hour candle that has a massive liquidity from the bottom, and with that move, okay, so we could see that this one may continue to rise because it formed typically an inverted head and shoulder, has broken to the upside, form this consolidation, grab the liquidity from the support, again is moving to the upside on dollar yen, and with this big bullish candle followed by, we saw that there is another candle is forming, which is also a bull candle. There is a probability for further move to the upside on dollar yen. Okay guys, so let me know in the chat which one you're up to, and also guys, make sure that you give a big thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. Euro dollar, we'll be looking at that. Kill, what is the SL for? CHFJPY, for me the SL is, where's CHFJPY? So for CHFJPY, SL at 151.61, entry was at 152.02, and stop loss is around 42 pip on this one. Okay, so we see that okay, dollar yen looks that it might, the way it has done multiple times, the price done a false breakout on the support, and this is 1 hour chart. If it managed to drop again to test this previous resistance, turn support, we can look for potential trading opportunity on this one. Okay, so dollar yen, all the yen pairs looks bullish with that respect. Okay guys, so let's see. So dollar yen is bullish, and okay, so GBP USD, let me see that one here, Euro USD. Now okay, so GBP USD on this one here, if we look at the daily price section on GBP USD, there is a daily bullish candle. Now today's candle on the daily, you can see this one so far is forming a long wick candle on the daily. Now this kind of candle for me is a bullish candle, because firstly we saw that there is a bullish candle on the daily followed by a long wick candle. It is highly likely that the price should be moving to the upside, because this zone there is a buying happen. We saw the buyer, and again long wick means that back to back, whenever the price is coming to that area, the buyers are buying this market, so there is a probability for a bullish. For me, I think that GBP USD is still creating this price action. For me is a bullish price action. So in that respect, for me is AUD USD, though it's forming a doji, I think that AUD USD still could create a bullish price action, as it is a long-term bullish market. So if you go to the DXY, which is a bit different. Now if you look at the daily, so there is a daily doji here on DXY. Now if the DXY closing as a doji like that, I think that we might see again the next one to come down, to come down further to the downside to test this level here. But if DXY managed to create a very strong bullish structure, that's a different story. But I think that anything can happen, but for me it is still there is a probability for this instrument to remain bullish. Let's see what happened. Okay, so in that sense we saw there's a candle close on gold. If I look at, so we see a candle close on gold on US30, which is a bearish candle. NASDAQ, I think NASDAQ also might come down for a deeper pullback. So US30 is US30. Now candle has closed on US30, which is a bearish. It's a red candle from this structure, has formed this triangular pattern and then has dropped towards the downside. Some price action are very interesting. We see that gold again on the candle close, it's still remaining bearish now. So that's a manipulation then. Okay, so now we see that how gold is doing. So gold is doing dropping, then we see that euro dollar and all of them to the downside. So from this 20 EMA, gold 1 hour is just from this 15 minutes candle is a bearish candle. After grabbing liquidity, it just dropped. So gold from the lower time frame, we see that potential bearish price action at the moment. This 15 minutes candle, this is a long bearish candle, and we saw there is a gap opening. So it has done enough manipulation from up and down. All right, so you can see that now it's time for the price to, so this is the support that has, the price has put pressure on the support. There's a middleman with a liquidity gap. So gold now it's showing the direction as a bearish price action. Okay, okay, so from the lower time frame, what we see that from 1 hour, Yeah, absolutely, we'll be looking at that. So euro dollar, we see that it's just with the gold, as we can see, it's coming down. So you might see the price is so DXY has broken to the upside. Yeah, DXY has a breakout to the upside. So gold, that will lead gold to the downside. There's a massive manipulation in all of them. Today, I think today is not a good day for very good trade. Some days are like that. You see CHFJPY again has come down for a pullback. So yeah, looks like that there is a bit more different price action. There's a lot of a bit, the market is in a phase where it needs to gather liquidity for bigger move that might coming. So I'll keep, so the price action that I see nicely showing is the dollar yen and USD CNHS, which is in fact an exotic pair. Yeah, euro dollar is not going in right direction. So GBP AUD, from 4 hour. Looks like the GBP AUD might be breaking to the upside. Okay, so leave that on. All right, so what do we see that the price action is very different today. We might see, let's see what it does. I'll come on live again tomorrow, and in the meantime I will be looking at the price action to see what might be coming up tomorrow on AUD as well as on USD. And in the meantime I'll keep still watching for the best trade. I think that gold, we can see gold again after this break now from the lower time frame. It's really clumsy price action today on gold. Might reverse from here or it may continue to drop. So until I see a bit more clearer price action, I'll keep watching. Thank you for watching. I will be coming live again tomorrow, guys. Trading is like that. Every day is not the same way. Okay, after a very long time I had a back-to-back losing trade today. That happens. So this is the day what it is. I'll look for tomorrow another great day, or even later today, and I'm sure that I'll get back it with other trade. This is how trading works. So hopefully that you understood, and let's look at the tomorrow again in the live session. I'll try to find the best trade in the meantime on the VIP as well. any good trade that I feel like coming on the way, I will be sending straight to the VIP. And yep, this is what it is. Let's look at for the next one. And if you want to also join us to learn our strategies and also to trade with us, thank you very much, and I'll see you again very soon in the next session. Okay, thank you very much. Let me see if there is anything that I didn't cover. Thanks, boss. Thank you. Oh, very good. Thank you, Gilberto. No problems. Thanks very much. Awesome. No, thank you very much. Okay, also looking forward to see you again. Thank you very much, and